Hello, welcome back to my channel. So I recently purchased these watercolors, liquid watercolors from Hobby Lobby. They were clearanced for 99 cents, so I thought, oh, why not try them? I like playing with the liquid watercolors, and I've been playing with these, and I do like them a lot. They're very, very, very vibrant. That being said, I'm not a huge fan of some of the colors. They're very, like, these are the pinks and the yellows. They're very pinky. They're very, like, hot pink. So I have to figure out, I have to play with them a little bit more to figure out how to make them less hot pink. But anyways, I love the blues and the purples. So we're going to do those. And we're just going to play. I've been watching, like I said, I've been watching Jennifer Maguire, and she did some really cool techniques with the liquid watercolors, like that she was playing with. Hers were from Hero Arts, I think. But I thought I could do the same with these, and I would try it out. And so, if you want to see, like, if she teaches you how to do it, if you want to see that, then definitely go check out Jennifer Maguire's. I'm just going to play, and then we're going to turn it into a card. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to wet my paper a little, or a lot. And I'm just using my Tim Holtz. I really need to get a new one. This has been chewed on. The label has come off, but it was still sticky, so I had to put ribbon on it, you know, all that fun stuff. So I'm going to start off with Lake Blue. And I'm just going to randomly drop a few drops all over. And you can tell where it's really wet because you can see it kind of wick and spread out. I like that. It would be better if I taped it down, but I wanted it to be able to move a little easier. Let's see, this is Violet. Whoop, that one was really dark. Okay, this one here is Ultramarine Blue. Is that? Yep, Ultramarine Blue. And I'm just gonna do that. And then we're gonna go with a little tiny bit of green. I don't want the green to overpower it, so I'm not going to do very much. And I'm actually going to go back in with the Lake Blue and do a few more drops of the Lake Blue because I like the light blue color. Okay, then the next thing I'm going to do is the messy part. I'm going to spray this to get the colors moving. There we go. And then I'm going to have a little bit of fun with a straw. So I'm using sorry if my head's in the way there. You can tell I'm getting a lot of the purple. It's a little bit dark for me. But I am going to pull up some of the color after I'm done with this, so I'm okay with it being a little dark for right now. There we go. So that looks good. I'm just going to go ahead and wipe up. I do feel like you waste a lot of color doing this, but hey, it's fun. And I'm just going to pounce out some of the, and then use the baby wipe also to kind of hit the parts that didn't get hit. Okay, then let's dry this real quick. if there's not enough color on there, there's a lot of purple for me. I'm going to go ahead and wet it one more time. And this color does tend to reactivate just a little bit when I wet it again, but that's okay with me. Whoops, I got a lot of, I'm going to just put a little more or a lot more of this light blue. Is this light blue? It's lake blue on there. And then that looks better to me. Just for fun, I'm going to take another piece of watercolor cardstock, lay it over top of it, and see what happens. That looks good. I just want to pull up some of the colors so we don't waste so much. I can make 2 backgrounds from one piece. And yes, granted, one will be lighter, but that's okay. I'm a little more happy with this now. It's a little bit more to my liking. Okay, let's just clean up this mess here. All right. There we go. Let's take the heat tool to this. Alright, so this one here is the one that I put on top of this one and pounced off some of the color. I'm quite happy with this one. It's still, you can still see the different colors in it. I see the purple, I see the dark blue, and I see the light blue. I don't see any green in this one, but then again, I don't really see the green in this one either. I'm afraid I covered it up, but that's okay. I didn't really want to see too much green anyway, so I'm happy with this. So the next thing that I want to do is I want to turn this into a card. So we did a little bit of playing with the watercolor. Now we want to make it into a card. It's still very wet though, because I did get it so wet. Generally, to help mine dry a little bit quicker, I tend to flip it over too and dry the back. So when I'm drying it, I tend to dry it until it poofs up, until it curls on one side, then I flip it over, dry it until it curls on that side, and then just kind of keep doing that until it's completely dry. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these to make a card. And to do that, I am going to use a die cut. And I have here this, I have these, I'm going to use some feathers. I have 3 little feather dies, and these are not very expensive dies. I got them at Michael's, I believe. Where is, oh, there it is. Okay, and then I've got another little die there. So I've got those 3 little dies there. Okay, so all I'm going to do is I want to be able to get as many dies, as many leaves out of this as possible. So I'm just going to kind of bunch them all up there and then die cut them. And then I'm going to run them through again. And I'll come back and show you when they're done. Okay, so once they're all finished, I've got these. I forgot to mention that I did spray my paper with my homemade shimmer spray, so that, I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but let's see. Let's bring it up close. You can kind of see the shimmer. Oh, there you go. You can see the shimmer on that. I wanted them to be a little shimmery, so I sprayed them with the shimmer spray. And then I've got that. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 leaves. No, 5 leaves. Good counting, Anna. We've got 5 leaves here. I cut out one of them. This one I just cut out once because it's not really my favorite. I really liked these ones a lot. So I cut those and the littler one twice. Okay. Then I'm going to take a piece of paper and I want to cut this down just a bit. I'm going to cut this down to 1/4 inch smaller, so 5 1/4 by 4. That's just 1/4 inch smaller than my actual card size. Okay. Then I'm going to take my water brush and my, what is this, my clear block. I'm going to start out with my light blue and I'm going to put one little drop. Don't need much for this. One little drop of the light blue and one little drop of the purple. Okay. Put those away. We're done with the watercolors now. Alright, so we're done with those. And then we're going to take, I also have this Gansai Tombi gold set. I'm going to take this blue gold here, I think, and add a little bit of water. Kind of let it mix it up a little bit. You have to kind of let the water activate it a little. Okay. Once I feel like I have a pretty good amount of the gold in there, I'm going to take it over my paper here and I'm just going to sprinkle it on there, just like that. Then I'm going to take that over to my cloth, wipe it off, and then I'm going to go into my light blue, a little bit of water, and just, you can flick it off of the thing too. I don't like to do that because I feel like it gives it a direction. Then I'm going into the purple, add a little bit of water, and then the purple is really stark, so I don't want to do too much of that. I want the gold and the blue. Then I'm just going to run it out of my brush, clean off my thing there. And then I think I need just a little more gold, so I'm going to put, just going to get a little more gold on there. Ooh, that's a big drop. Put a few of unnatural drops, and then I'm just going to try to soak that one big one up. There we go. There we go. Okay, let's put one more. All right. And then, let's see. Maybe I want to add, yeah, okay. I'm just going to go around the edges lightly with a little of this gold to kind of help them stand out. Just kind of brush it on there. It looks pretty cool. Kind of looks like a little bit of a gold leaf or something on there. A rub and buff, maybe. But I'm using the gold because in my homemade shimmer spray, there's gold sparkle, so it has a little bit of a gold shimmer. if you have a different color shimmer in yours, maybe you want to not use gold, maybe you want to use, if you have like a silver shimmer or a clear, maybe you want to use the white that's in there. Just to, I don't know. I like to match up my shimmers so they look a little more cohesive. And again, I'm just lightly edging, and I'm not even edging the whole thing. I'm not going in depth. Like a few of them I went into, but I didn't go into all of them. Whoops. Okay. Whoops. I really like these gold. I think these are, yeah, they're the Kuretake ones too. I picked these up at Hobby Lobby a while ago. And I used my 40% coupon, so it's a really good deal. And then the last one. Oops. Okay. Let's set those aside then. Clean off our brush. And now we want to let everything dry. Also, I don't know if I said, but this is just a water brush I'm using here. Okay. We're going to let everything dry. I'm just going to stick this in here with the one color that I was using, kind of hanging out, just so that it's sort of put back away. I'm going to leave this color out so it can dry a little bit. Okay. Let's make our sentiment. Let's set this aside to let it dry a little bit, a little more naturally. And let's do our sentiment. I'm going to put my sentiment on vellum. And because I have so much gold, I'm going to do it in gold. So I just need to, I had white originally, so I just need to grab my gold embossing powder real quick. And the sentiment that I want to use is, oh, here's my piece of vellum. I think we'll use let's go with hello. Maybe. Give me 1 second here. Maybe we want to try could make my own if I wanted to, but I don't think I feel like doing that, so let's just go with hello, or we could go with thanks. Let's go with thanks. Everyone needs thank you cards. Let's go with thanks. Just a nice, easy sentiment. I already embossed it in white, so I'll be able to see what it looks like in white, but I really think that because I have so much gold now, I want to have it in gold. Okay, I'm just going to take my, I don't even remember what this thing is called. My EK Success tool, powder tool maybe? Yeah, powder tool, that's it. Okay, and then we're going to take our Versamark, get it nice and juicy, and then sort of centered right on this piece of vellum, just right at the edge, because I just want to have a strip. Okay, then clean that off. I like to get into the habit of cleaning off my stamps right away. If I don't, then I lose them. I've thrown away a couple of stamps, or I have not cleaned them off right away. Oops, let's leave that out. Okay, so let's get our gold here. I do not recall the brand of this, but I usually just get them from Hobby Lobby. So it's probably, the Ranger gold. Okay, we got that. Let's set that aside then. And then let's dry this real quick. That's a very pretty gold, I think. Okay, so all we have to do then is cut this off, the piece of vellum. Okay, so we have a nice strip of vellum there. We have it in white and in gold, so we can choose whatever one we want. I've got it in both there just so I can play around with it. All right, then we've got our base here, which is not quite dry. And I think these are pretty dry. Okay, let's just get them all with the heat tool real quick so we don't spread anything. Okay, another thing that you can do that would make these look really cool, I really like the way that the gold edging adds to it, but another thing that you could do is you could also run the Versamark pad along the edge, and then you could dip them in the gold powder as well. I like the gold paint because it makes the gold match the drops there, or the drops on the background, so I kind of like that. But you could easily do that. Okay, we're gonna grab some glue here and we're just gonna put these down with a bit of glue. Oh, came out a little too fast. So I'm putting the one that I only have one of right in the center of the card. Okay. And then I will surround it with the other ones. Whoops. And I am using a liquid glue, which is not something that I normally do, but I've been using this liquid glue for a little bit now and I kind of like it, especially since I put it in this little jar. It doesn't clog anything and I really like it. This is a Darice jar, and the glue that I'm using is Art Glitter Glue. This was $12, I think, from Amazon, and it's lasted me for so long now so far. So I really like it as a wet glue anyways. All right. Let's put this little guy right here. There we go. And then this little guy, he can go right here. Okay. So there we have the base of our card, which is quite pretty, if I do say so myself. I really like it. Okay, let's set that aside for a second. And we're going to get our, gotta put our glue away so it doesn't clog up. Let's get some adhesive. And then we need also a card base. I think I like blue or let's see, I don't really have, I have a green, which I don't think will look good. Okay, we got a purple as well, so we can see which one of those we like better. Otherwise, we've got a white. I recently started using the colored bases, and I really like it. These are, usually I get them from, they're not really thick like if you would use a 110-pound cardstock, but it's okay. I'm just giving these to friends and family usually. So I kind of like using the colored bases to give it a little bit of a, plus it's really inexpensive. I buy these from Michael's when they have the hot buys, and they're like $5.99, I think. I really like it on that dark blue. That looks really pretty. I don't know if you can see all the shimmer on there, but in real life, this card is quite pretty. And then there it is on the purple. And on the white, I don't like the difference in the color of white, so I'm not going to go with white. And I think I really like the light blue, or the dark blue the best. Brings out the blue, and it just looks so sparkly. That's so pretty. Okay, so let's then try, do we want to go with the gold or the white? Like the gold. The gold is the winner. And we want it right there. Yep, that looks good. So this is a really pretty card, and it was super easy to make. If you have, sometimes I like to play around with my, when I'm watercoloring, I like to play around, and so I end up making a lot of borders, or backgrounds, I mean. And so if you're like me and you do that when you're playing around with your watercolors and you have a lot of borders, it's kind of nice to be able to use them. You could use them and just die cut some feathers from them and make a bunch of these cards super easy. You can see how easy it was to create. Once I did the watercoloring, the rest of it came out really simple. The longest part is waiting for the watercolor to dry, and also for me picking the colors to use. Just gonna put a good amount of the sticky adhesive. This is a pretty good adhesive, so I probably don't need this amount, but it's okay. I really want to make sure that it's stuck down and that it keeps its shape really well. I probably should have put a piece of foam behind it so it was popped up, but oh well. I really like this one. It turned out really nice. Even better than in my head. I love the sparkles on the feathers, and I love the gold touches with the blue. I think the gold and blue looks really good together. I think the gold and pink looks really good together, but I really like gold and dark blue. All right, so there is our card. And I'm very happy with how it turned out. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Hope that maybe it will help you create a fun little thank you card. Or, I mean, you could use any sentiment that you wanted really on there, but we did thanks. And so I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you all again soon for our next video.